So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and cover the Barber Marketing Ideas Masterclass, how to find proven IG and TikTok videos to get new clients. That way you're not lost on what to post, or you're lost on like exactly how to get new clients in. Now, first thing we got to take care of is we're going to do a little short Q&A session right here. I want to do something different on this video where I do a Q&A session with anyone who asks a question in the comments down below, either in our free community or on this YouTube video as well too. After that, we'll get into the training, which is going to be about like 50 minutes of training overall, of just a complete masterclass on how to find proven marketing ideas as a barber. And then third, we'll go over how to scale to 20 and 30K per month. So like I said, I'm going to try something out new. We're going to see again if you guys like it or not. So basically, the question we have for today is going to be currently from Jonathan Wheeler. And Jonathan asks, currently I'm working 6 days a week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. as a barber, charging $40-50 per haircut. Last month I earned $2,700 and gained 6 new clients. My problem is I'm struggling with marketing and not attracting enough clients to reach my income goals. My question is, what specific marketing tactics should I focus on to grow my barbering business 20 to 20K per month given my current pricing and schedule? Okay, so first I want to go ahead and check out, I appreciate the question. First I want to go ahead and check out, obviously, what are we currently posting? Not only on Instagram, but also on TikTok. And it kind of looks like, for the most part, it looks like we're kind of posting the same stuff, but we're also work on the Instagram account. So from what it seems like is we're posting like a lot of these action videos. Now, the first thing I always think about for you, Jonathan, is that you have to fix one variable at a time. So if we have a video, there's not going to be like one clean fix I can give you, at least right now in the short working period, to get like to 20K per month, okay? However, there are going to be like certain things I want you to already currently focus on with these videos because we're missing on some core principles, okay? So of course we're doing a lot of these action videos, which I think, in my personal opinion, these still work decently well, not only getting more views on your profile, but also generating some more new clients in. The thing we always want to keep in mind of is we want to keep the videos pretty sweet and short. So if I click on this video, we're probably about 18 seconds. Typically, I like the video around like, 12 to 15 seconds. So we're not too bad. If we can cut this down to 12 seconds, that's gonna be the best thing possible. Now, whenever we're doing something like this, we have something called a written hook, which is huge transformation. What we want to be able to have in like that first hook overall of the video is a great action, which we kind of have right here. However, what we see is our arm is blocking, let's say, what we're seeing on camera, which is not really like, let's say, the best for a viewer. For a viewer, we want to see something that's easily like a lot of hair falling off. Now, easy way to do this, it looks like you have, like, let's say, if I can draw a visual, right? It looks like you are standing right here. The client is standing right here, or sitting right here, I should say, and the camera is placed somewhere, like let's say right here. If we're taking like an overview look of things, okay? Like we're looking from top down, like we're looking from the ceiling downward to you. And instead, like because like our arm is in the way and reaching across here, it kind of blocks our eye view. Now there's two things we can do for this. Either we move our arm to a different position, but I think we need to move this camera either to be in the front of the client or maybe somewhere around here. Now, as we do this, we need to keep in mind, we still need to see a huge transformation coming off. Now, we have some really great hair falling off right here. Let me actually go back to this video. What I would say is we need to focus on the hook, okay? Now, the training I'm obviously gonna give next is gonna go very in-depth on hooks for about 55 minutes, how to find good hooks and how to like decipher between a good and bad hook and learning from that. But what you'll see is, and when we start this video off, I don't know why I keep going back to Instagram. Again, too, I can't really see anything except you removing the hair. I want to see, as a viewer in action videos, I need to see this clipper actually cutting all of the hair off. So what you can easily do is, again, too, like we said, set the camera up at this different angle right here. So instead of having it right here, place it on this opposite side, so where the camera's like looking at us this way. Then what we want to do is, because his hair is a little bit more curly, we can easily pick up the hair and like show off the length of the hair, because the curls kind of compress it. We can show off the length and pick it up and then start cutting the hair that way. And that will show like more of like what will happen is, because you're stretching out the hair and you're cutting it, the hair is gonna like pop up to your hand, which is gonna make a more satisfying action to watch and view. And then we can start seeing a huge transformation taking place. I think you did the correct action of like obviously taking it like from the front of the head. However, I would make sure that you exaggerate the action instead of just having the hair compact. Stretch it out, like you can just literally pick it up with your hand and stretch his hair out so we can see the length, and then cut it off to see that great transformation. And when I look at the rest of your video overall, we still have the same issue of like we don't really see, we see your hand moving, but we don't see really a good like hair falling off. And then whenever we do action videos, it always matters about the actual hair that's falling off on this thing. Let me try to find you an example of what I'm talking about. So one of our private clients, Greg. I know he hasn't posted like one of these videos in a long time. Okay, here we go. This might be a good video right here. So you see how like he picks up the hair right there and it kind of like falls off. It's not really about him cutting the hair. It's about the hair falling off a roll. So I'm gonna replay it again. It's about all that hair, boom. That chunk right there that's like falling off. He's throwing it out of the way for a reason to make it look very satisfying. I'll make it look one more time. Or we can look at this as well too. You see how he's stretching it out right here? So we can see how lengthy it is and how much we're actually cutting off. We can come back, oh, not right there. Go this one. Again, too, if it was just, imagine this, if it was just the clippers moving, but we didn't see any hair falling off, would that be satisfying? Absolutely not. We need to see this hair actually boom, 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 cutting off, falling off, boom, like that. And again, very short videos, straight to the point. So with these videos, you don't need a hell of a lot of like actions. And in fact, the more actions you put in this thing, the worse the video is going to perform overall, because people, like our whole selling point is really this. So we get to the showcase probably around second 12 seconds, right? And my idea around any type of video is if we have like, let's say a 30-second video, okay? And it takes us about, let's say 25 seconds to get to the showcase. This is the only thing that can convert a new client. Nobody cares about how we cut hair or like the hair falling off. It's all just to attract attention. So if we're making them wait this long, that makes a long video to have a lot of drop off of people skipping to watch the next video on screen. We don't want that. We want them to stay on our video and see our potential like a haircut. So instead of like adding a long video, cut this down to like 8 seconds, right? Of like maybe an action, or even like you can do like 5 or 6 seconds, right? And then just get right into like the showcase to be able to get your workout in front of more people. I think if you do that across all of your videos over the next 30 days and just focus on the hook, because again, too, the main thing that you need right now is more people seeing your video. Again, if you take like, let's say a video like this this video got 456 people. So if we take this video, we got 456. Not all 456 of these people are going to see the showcase because they're going to drop off because of this. I'm not going to give like a percentage on this thing, but just imagine like, let's say it's only like, I don't know, 10% of people, right? Like just so it's easy math on me, okay? So we take 10%, that means we only have about 46 people actually seeing our showcase, and we're hoping and praying these 46 people are actually in our location, which doesn't produce like really good results for us, right? We want to get the most amount of people in on the front end. We know regardless we're going to have drop off. We want to cut that out by having a video as short as possible to get the showcase, to have the most amount of people viewing and seeing our showcase. That way we have the higher chance at converting. Because let's say, for instance, this converts at like 0.01%, right? So if we do like, let's say up here, we do 46, oh, not 56, we do 46 times 0.01. That doesn't get one client. And honestly, probably like 0.0000, like overall. So we don't even get like a new client whatsoever. And so the more people we can get closer to the end of the video, the better. So I would say 2 things: shorten the video up, get to the showcase quicker as well too. I also have a video on my YouTube channel where I go over how to actually properly showcase your cuts. I would go through that as well too. But I would do that if I was you over the next 30 days. Now, what we're going to go ahead and go over next is basically going over the Barber Marketing Masterclass on how to find proven ideas, like how, let's say, Jonathan can go ahead and find winning content and improve his current content based on content actually producing clients for a lot of barbers inside of like Instagram and TikTok by doing like the strategy I'm going to show you guys. As well too, if you guys are interested to get to my company, New York Barbering, we've been working with barbers since really 2020, growing and scale their business 20, 30K per month. I'll add a link down below if you're interested in learning what we do and how we actually scale barbers up to that level. Kind of goes through a deep dive on how we work as a company. But with that, let's go ahead and get into the training. I am not, I have no, what's it called? I'm not going to share sound on this. I have no overall agenda for this. There is nothing prepared. So this is how I would typically go into if I'm going to be studying barber content at any point in time, and even still when I do, this is what I kind of do. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is go to the explore page, right? I'm going to go ahead and reload this thing. And then I'm just going to go ahead and search at like the very top. Let's say, here's a burst fade. Awesome. So this is Carlo. I know he's in the program. So I would just like, this is what I would do.
My first like focal point is making sure I save just anything over like, let's say 10K likes. That's going to be like I just, because it gives me a good market awareness of like what's really working. So I'll go here, I'll go new collection, I'll go 10K likes, and then example Q and A call, just so I have this properly. Boop. And then I'm just going to go through here. Nope. And I'm only looking at the likes. I'm not really looking at anything else. 1,000. Mosey. Nope. 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 So as you can see right here, there's not really anything good. Oh, here's a 30K like. Boom. Save that. 6, 5. And remember, the reason why we're going with 10,000 at first, and again, too, if you guys have any questions during this process, feel free to unmute, because I'm not going to be paying attention to like the chat or whatever. So if you guys have any questions specifically, does anybody have any questions even just to start off with right now?
Yeah. So the question is, I know the reason you do the 10,000 because you want to assume you're only 10% as good as them or whatever.
100%.
But what if you know you're like what if it's like Ivan or Greg and you know you're like 50 or 60% good? Does you don't need to look for shit that's 10,000. You could find something that's like 5,000 because you know you could probably make it 2 times better, right?
No, because like again, too, with this, I still want to take from 10,000 likes, right? I still want to like it's optimization points, right?
Yeah.
Like because if I'm not getting 10,000 likes, I'm trying to make sure like I'm optimizing all my content based on stuff that is. It doesn't make sense for me to like take bad ideas and make them good. Maybe if I'm getting 10,000 likes consistently, maybe then. But until then, I'm just gonna fucking rip it with the 10,000 likes, right?
Yeah.
I'm not changing up process whatsoever. Boom.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if it was somebody in the program that was good at making content, they could spot something that had 5,000, and they could look at it and be like,
"Nah,
this guy's 5,000."
I can tell you this: none of you on this call are at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there is no reason to sway from like that. Even when I was really good at content, I would still base, and my basing was different back then because everything was like off view count. I would still base everything off 1,000,000 views.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I would maybe get ideas, and it wouldn't be of videos, but maybe of like certain things. But that was only when I was hitting like 500 to 1,000,000 views per video, right?
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So I'm just gonna be scrolling through here. Now, as you can see, like again, too, as you're going through this, I'm only gonna be like, because this is from a loading phase of just like something that when I wasn't like going hard on this stuff, 400, I'm gonna reload this thing again. And I'm going to click into another one, right? Because now it's going to reload it with like, okay, cool. Overall, 10K likes. Let's serve more of this. So 10K likes, bam, or over 10K. And you see how now I'm getting even higher stuff, right? So I'll go through like real quick of just like an overall, boom, here we go again. You see how it's like now I'm getting a lot of really good things overall. It's much easier to find these because like the algorithm is like, okay, cool, serve him more of this. He's saving it, serve more of that. Save that. 6. And once I start seeing it, like once I'm scrolling too much into here, like now it's like kind of dying out in terms of results wise. Okay, I'm just gonna like end it with this one. Boop. And then I'm gonna go ahead and reload it again. Click on this. 23. Now I get a new string of things overall. Already saved that. 3, 6, 1, 2K. Boop. Boop. And again, too, I'm trying to find pages with over or Barber. Like the reason why I do this. Oop, not that one. The reason why I do this is because I want to find different Barber pages, right? And different profiles because I need to do some digging. And if you say like what you'll notice is when you stay in the same string of like reels and you just stay in that one string, you'll see the same barbers pop up over and over and over again. And so once I get a decent amount, like I don't know, I go through like 50 to 100. There's no real key rule around this. I just go until like I call it till like the blood's drawn up, right? meaning like when there's no more like consistent like over 10K likes and I feel like I'm doing too much scrolling and not enough saving, I'll reload the fucking thing, right? Boom. Boom. And this will give you also really good ideas on what content works as well too. Any like who else has a question real quick while we're doing this?
Yo, that's my fault. It's me again. Oh, look, that's
Okay.
exactly what I was gonna ask. Like, I was gonna say, because you're just going through so much shit, you're gonna be seeing if shit starts with action, hair falling off, or just different pieces of content that you never tried before.
And not only that, like here's the beautiful thing with everyone, like some like now right now I'm just in like data collection mode, but if you're struggling with first 3 clips, this is also really good, right? So like you're just scrolling through this and seeing like the very first action. So I would just look at like if I'm trying to study for first actions, all I'm doing is like looking at the first like 1 to 2 seconds and then looking at like count and the crate like, and that's all I'm doing, like boop, 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 and I'm just going through this thing real quick. And you'll start seeing, that's a picture, so we're not going to use that. But what you'll start seeing is you're going to start collecting data points on stuff of like why stuff, certain like first actions hit and why first certain actions do not hit. And equally with like hooks overall as well too. You'll see a clear differentiation. This is cool. Bam.
Good question, Daniel.
Yeah, go like honestly, like don't worry about asking like, oh, I have a question, can you answer it? Just unmute yourself, right?
All right. So like remember like the other day you kind of told me like, all right, stick to these 3 actions like to start the video off and then kind of go into something different. With this kind of go into like with this type of studying too, like I could do the first 3 actions I know that have been working on my page lately and then into this style of content that I'm studying.
I don't understand your question.
All right. So like I remember the other day, like you gave me feedback. All right, like this has been working on your page. Double down on this, on these first 3 clips.
But dude,
then, like,
you're not thinking like you're getting you like. Are you always going to use those first 3 actions always?
No.
Okay, and then here's the other thing. Like you're also getting for good first 3 actions that are proven to work at better results, right? So you have more things to test out.
Okay.
You sound confused as fuck, and it shouldn't be that confusing. What's going on?
No, I wasn't confused by it. It was just more just like, just the, I mean, it makes sense what you're saying. I think I'm just obviously I'm overthinking it.
100%.
I was more.
You always like, honestly, for you should always just think, I'm probably overthinking this.
All right.
Now, from doing this and scrolling, like from you guys who are watching the content, what is the biggest, like, what is the thing that stands out to you? Because like now we're just getting like, again, to like an awareness point of like the market. What do you guys notice a lot about the market right now?
Hair falling off.
What else?
Tutorials.
What else?
Shear work.
What else?
I mean,
I
certain
noticed-
styles, Edgar's. My bad,
Okay.
Jay.
Good. What else? Javante, I heard you talking.
Motivational videos.
Motivational videos. Where the fuck do you see motivational videos at? Say it again, Mari.
Sectioning.
Sectioning, absolutely. Who the fuck said motivational videos? Are you guys paying attention? Where the fuck did that come from?
I would say the creator is also in the video.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing I'm seeing right now, right, is like, guys, how many fucking consultations are we seeing?
None.
Barely any, right? Like, what are the like a majority of these are like still regular haircut videos, right? So don't just get stuck on like, again, do consultations are the only way, because these things are fucking banging, right? And they're probably a lot easier to make than consultations. So you need to also like, this gives you a great market awareness of like what's happening. Now, I know Mari said like a couple of you also said like shear work, styling. It's also because like I've saved a lot of content on that in this string. So it's going to show me more content like that. But that doesn't, like, if I just wanted to go like more haircuts like this that aren't shear work, I would just like, hopefully like we could find some stuff where I could save it where it's not actually like longer hair. That's not a good string. Let me go here. Yeah, now it's getting like a little dried up. And why, like, let me ask you guys this, and anybody can answer. Why do you think like a lot of these are like not consultations?
I was gonna say that the quotations are overtraded right now.
Good. What else?
I think these are more universal because there isn't like talking or a storyline. It's just actions.
Yes. And because it's not that hard for a barber to make. Like a lot of you, I hate to say it, a lot of you just aren't good on camera. And a lot of you aren't good at like creating scripts. But guess what you are good at? Cutting fucking hair. Right? So it's like kind of utilize what you're really good at. Now, does this mean like all of you should start shifting everything over to like these videos? No, but it gives you a good awareness point of like, okay, maybe I should try this out again. Right? Somebody else is going to speak as well too. Who else was going to speak?
So are you saying like we should roll with the 3-clip action sequence showcase?
No. These aren't 3 clips, right? These are like full videos.
Like just full haircutting videos?
Yeah. Like these still bang. These still work, right? Cool. Let's run with that. So now I have a good amount of these saved up.
Daniel, sorry, quick question.
Yeah.
What was the audio like? Because I wasn't hearing any audio. Was it like music playing or was
there
it?
doesn't need to be audio with these. You're not the audio has. Why would we need audio when we're just collecting 10,000 likes? What does that have to do with anything?
I feel like sometimes there's certain things that stand out.
What does that have to do with collecting 10,000 likes? We're just collecting.
Okay, so you're just saying just understand the motions. All right, cool.
Like no, you're not understanding anything. You're just, does this have 10K likes? Save it. Because otherwise you're doing too much. I'm about volume. If you're trying to figure out everything in the video, you're not getting the volume in that you need. Because look at this. Look at how many fucking like posts I just saved in like maybe like 15 minutes. I have all these data points now to kind of digress on a little bit, right? All of this, which is probably more than what a lot of you even get in like a 10-minute, 15-minute time span.
So you'll get that and then like dive deeper into it after you have the correction.
No, well, wait, like I'm gonna go over that, but there's 59 posts in here, right?
Right.
59 posts in like 15 minutes, right? Who wants to do math on that? So, 15 divided by 59. Oh, that's probably bad. 59 divided by 15. That's like, that's even worse. I don't know the math on, like 3 or 4 every minute, right? 3 or 4 videos every minute. Solid. Now, here's what I would do. When I'm looking at these, I'm not going to really go into every single video. I'm just going to look at like, okay, what kind of like video types are these? Because you can kind of like notice from like the covers, right? There's not like, what do I note? Like, and what's the common pattern I see from the covers overall? What like somebody shout out some like commonalities you guys see from the covers.
They're not edited.
Okay. Showcases.
Yes. And somebody said it as well too. Was that you, Nicolo?
Yeah, they're not edited.
Exactly. Right. I think we talked about it in Miami too. It's like, why would you do so much work when non-edited covers work so fucking well? But it also, Joseph, you're 100% correct. It's a lot of showcases, right? Because again, too, people like the easiest thing, the lowest hanging fruit for any barber is to do a good action clip overall, right? But anyone can do that. The thing that separates like good videos from bad videos is like the skill set. And if they're showing that off, it's like, okay, cool. This is going to be really good, right? Like some of these, like, look at this thing. This isn't even like a fucking good action. This looks like trash. What is this thing, right? Like even this, not that great. There's not that many great actions, but their majority are like showcases or like a lot of before covers, right? And that was a before. That was before with some sectioning overall. That was a before, nothing crazy in that. That was before the action's even taken. That's a great one right there, right? Like look at the synergy right when you click into it. Boom, action. How much did this get? 25,000. Now we have a couple data points, right? And so we're building our awareness of what's working and what we can like maybe focus on or test out. So what's the first awareness point that we got from just collecting data? Somebody yell it out.
Volume.
Say it again.
Volume.
Okay, that's a good one. Volume. But like Marshall, like what did we learn from the market? From just scrolling through and collecting this data.
Showcases, non-edited.
Say it again, Anna.
Showcases and non-edited.
Showcases, non-edited. What else?
Simple.
Simple. What do you mean by that?
It's not a lot going on. It's real straight to the point. Like you said, it's not no edited covers. It's just showcasing. So like real easy stuff.
Okay. What else? I think again, too, like we might be getting a little bit too micro. What's the biggest like thing that we see overall? The most obvious thing at the basic level.
Your hair cutting videos.
Yes. Right. That would be the most like obvious thing that screams out to me. It's a lot of fucking haircut videos, right? And exactly what Anna said as well too, and to Jesus, right? A lot of showcases, very simple haircut videos. It's like, okay, and see how simple that is? How overcomplicated, like it's not that overcomplicated when we're looking at things. All we're doing is like, when I'm looking again to number one, whoever said volumes, Alex, 100% correct. You need volume because when you get volume through, you have a lot of data points to see the obvious patterns. Now, if we just took 3 of these videos, if we only went through 3 videos, we wouldn't get this awareness, but we have 60. And we could probably keep on going to 100 if we really want to, but it's like, what's the point? We have a good 60 amount here. It's like, what do we see from these things? What is our biggest takeaway? And then we just use that as truth, right? Because if we know the biggest takeaway from 60 posts in just a 10-minute cycle, and we do this again too, how quick do we go through this? In less than like 20 minutes, right? And from there, we already know where the market's at, what to do with our covers, what content style should we even do, right? And now we're going to dive even deeper. But when we're studying, when I say like 2 hours of studying, it took us 20 minutes to figure out what probably a lot of you guys can't even do in 2 hours, right? That's like when I hear you guys like, oh, I can't get into, I'm doing 2 hours of studying. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I just flipped through this in 20 minutes. I'm like, cool, I know what I need to do this week, or I know what I need to test out. Now, on top of this, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go through these. Okay, cool. So like, let's say these look like showcase covers right here. So that's showcase, showcase. I'm just going to look at the first 3 clips. There's really nothing here for me to take. This is like a slow-mo before and after. This did really well. Okay, cool. This is like kind of weird because it's like slow-mo overall. It's kind of fucking weird, honestly. Don't really get it. Is there anything that we could take away from those 2 videos at all that will help us? Yes or no? And if it's yes, somebody say it out loud. If it's no, somebody say no as well too. Who thinks no? Just say no.
Well, the cover helps.
Well, I'm talking about not besides the cover. I'm talking about the first 3 clips, right? So like if it's a no, somebody just scream out no. If somebody says yes, say yes and what it is. Don't be afraid. There's no wrong answer here, okay? Like we're learning, okay? So don't be like, no, you fucking dumbass. Like we're all learning. So like, go ahead, give me an answer.
I would say the style. But like both of those have pretty similar styles, and it seems to be working. A lot of that style with the burst fade on the sides and the pretty styled on the top.
Maybe, right? I mean, that is a good point, right? But like off of 2 videos, I mean, like I might not utilize that because I wouldn't say like haircut style unless it's something crazy or like a big trend. Like I would only say the biggest trends would be Edgars and mullets. Like people go crazy over that shit. But these, not really. Who else? Who else has an answer for this? Yes or no? Is there something to take away from the first 3 clips?
I would say no because the actions aren't as strong.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing here. I would say, like, again, too, sometimes the best answer is no answer, right? You don't always have to find something in a video. Like, to me, it's like, okay, cool. What did I learn from these? Well, showcases work as covers. Is there anything to learn from the first 3 clips? Not really, right? Okay, well, like, let me look at this one. Cool. And then I have this one as well, too. What's the thing we can take away from these? Because these are both showcases. What's the thing we can take away with this? First 3 clips.
Movement.
Daniel.
DeJesus, and then whoever said the other one.
I said movement. That's what I noticed right off the bat, which is movement playing with the hair.
Yep. And then Patrick, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
How do we take what we learned from this studying and apply it to our own like styles? Like I know some all have different
like here's the thing. What do you take away from these 2 videos?
touching the hair, styling the hair.
An action, right? An action that's proven to work on a showcase. Awesome. So I know if I want to have a maybe like change my first actions, I don't always have to do something hair cutting wise. I just rub the fucking hair, right? Like that. And Patrick, don't overthink it. It's honestly just that, right? How do you take this in your content? It's like, well, if I have a really good skill set, maybe do a showcase cover. And then if I want to do an action, and this could be with like before and afters. This could be like power of a haircut. Like you don't have to just do the before. You could kind of rub the hair. A different action, right? Bam. Don't overcomplicate this. Like, is this complicated or yes or no? Is this making it very much more simple? So simple, right? Cool. So we have that. Let's even take a look at this. Awesome. Another showcase overall, right? Uh-oh. My thing froze. There we go. That's not a showcase. That's not a showcase. That's not a showcase. Not a showcase. Not a showcase. Boom. Not a showcase. Not a showcase. Not a showcase. Not a show. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have, let's just say this one as well too. What do we take away from this? Because this, we could probably group this one in with this one and this one with the what principle, with what we just learned. What would it be for the first 3 seconds?
Grooming the hair.
Grooming the hair. So we know it's not just touching the hair. It could be combing the hair or blow drying the hair. Even with this, what's the biggest takeaway, that the biggest difference we see between this and this?
Using a tool.
Using a tool. What else? What's the biggest difference
Final
between these
product.
two? Yes, right? Like this one, it's not completely done up. We're kind of teasing it. But this, it's like a perfectly placed product. Everything is in, like everything is all perfect, right? And you could just kind of like, it's like, I call it the bullshit. Is he really styling the hair in this?
No.
Absolutely not. He's just kind of doing it for show. It looks aesthetically pleasing, right? So we know, okay, cool. We can either call, like, again, too, if it's like rougher style overall, we kind of like mess it up and show that like our hands are going through it or do some styling right here. Or we can style it up perfectly and run a comb through it, right? Boom. Let's look at this one. Oh, that's before. Cool. All right, let's take a look at these 2 videos because these are kind of like similar client types. These are like, I would call these big transformations, right? So what do we notice from like these 2 videos?
A lot of hair.
Lots of hair, right? So when you guys are doing transformations, you can't do something where it's like, I don't know, like something like this. This would not, I would not consider this a transformation haircut. Transformation haircut is something crazy where it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Lots of hair, right? And what else do you guys notice about these 2 videos? Come on, somebody.
The shape is overgrown.
And let's keep it focused on what's the common patterns we see between the 2.
Movement.
The zooming in.
They're doing a good job of showing off the long hair first.
Yes.
Like that's the main focus.
Yes, right? So there is no movement in this one. This one doesn't have any movement, right, of the camera. But both of them, because it's like, well, this one has a guy cutting it off, but this guy, there's nothing happening. You guys might think, what the fuck? What do I do? What's the core aspect both hold in common? There's both show off how much hair there is. It's clearly seen, right? This guy, you can clearly see how much hair it is because, again, too, he's not wearing a brown shirt, right? He's wearing a black shirt, so it stands out. This right here, it's like you can clearly see how much hair there is in craziness, right? And it's just a quick before and after. Boom, 10,000 likes, right? All right, let's take a look at these 2. These 2 look like, this is not, like, that's like a consultation. Let's take a look at this one and this one. Okay, cool. So there might not be any more commonalities. Let me see this. Boom. Okay, cool. Let's take these two videos because both these are showcases, right? And they both have similar intros. What can we take away from the intro overall?
They're messing with the hair at the beginning.
Yep. And it's just a quick before, right? It's either the barber or it's themselves. And then they just go ahead and go right into it. Now, you notice I'm not even talking about what they're doing action-wise. Like, do you see how, like, we're not even like maybe 1.5 seconds into any video, right? And do you see how much already awareness we've built in? I don't care about the rest of the video. I only care about that first 1.5 to maybe 2 seconds. Because if I get that correct and dialed in with this, the rest of the video is going to be a breeze to get people to watch, right? How many of you right now, show of hands, when you're studying, you watch the whole video all the way through? Raise your hands. Yeah, like that's not studying, right? Studying, like, again, remember this. Studying is just about getting better performance on a video. How do we get better performance on a video? What are the two things?
First 3 seconds.
First 3 seconds, and what else, Javante?
Something engaging.
Well, that's first 3 seconds. What else?
Hair falling off.
Okay, there you go. Cover, right?
But I do reels. The covers don't matter. They're going to be scrolling.
Yes, they
on
do.
my shit,
Yes,
right?
they do. They don't matter as much. They're not the first thing, but covers do matter. Because when somebody clicks in your video and they want to see the rest of your videos, your cover is the only way that's going to make them click on the next video. They do. But the first thing on Reels is always going to be the first 3 seconds, right? I've said this many times before too.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, but look, the cover is important, but the first 3 seconds takes priority, right?
But like both are important. It's like, okay, it's like, dude, okay, cool. Like, what are you going to care about more, brushing teeth or putting on deodorant?
Brushing my teeth.
Both are important, right?
Yeah.
I would rather put on deodorant. You can throw in some fucking gum, right? But both are important. Besides the point. But you know, one probably takes higher priority than the other, but they're both required to be at least a decent human being in today's world, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's same thing with covers, or same thing with covers and hooks. Okay. So again, too, with these, it's like both of them are showcases. Both of them are like haircut videos. Both start off with just boom, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, cool. And that's all I'll take because I don't really need anything else right now. Because again, too, is the rest of this like 30-second video going to get me results? Yes or no? If I'm getting no views, yes or no?
Fuck no.
No. What gets us results?
First 3 seconds.
First 3 seconds and covers. Was that you? Oh no, I thought it was Greg. Did you say that?
Yeah, that was me.
Atta boy, paying attention, right? Yeah, exactly. So why the fuck am I going to spend all the rest of my time for the 2 hours I'm studying on looking at things that don't really aren't conducive with results? Again, who was here in Miami? What did I repeat on day 2, like relentlessly? Anybody?
The result.
God damn, no. Who else? David, that's bad because you were even on site. Who else?
Day 2 of education or what?
Yes. When I was doing the education on the second day, right on the Saturday, what did I continually say in a lot of the what's it called? The presentations.
Was it be audacious? Oh,
You know what the problem is?
Yes, somewhat. Solve the problem, the business grows, right? We can always work on a ton of other projects. We can always work on, oh, but I want to get my sounds good, or I want to get this good, or I want to get this good. If you just solve the problem of your first 3 clips and your cover, you will get growth. And then of course, the problem might be next, then nobody's watching the end of the video or no new clients are booking. And then we fix that. But majority of people, your problem is not getting new clients. Your problem is nobody knows about your business. Your problem is nobody's aware of your business because you are not getting any reach or views and eyeballs onto your profile. Without that, you can have the best showcases possible. Like I've seen, there's been barbers who come in this program and I'm like, fuck, they probably cut better than every single barber here, but they have like, their reach might be like 300 people reached per month. No wonder why their business sucks, right? You reach more people, you get more eyeballs, you will convert. Okay. Real quick, do you guys like this overall kind of off the riff stuff? Is this helpful? Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So let's go back here and look at what else we got. So we got, let's say, guy walking up overall. And you notice, like, even though I have this big like 59 posts, I'm not going really into every single one, right? This is how I would study. Grab a lot of posts in the first 10 minutes, like write down what the biggest noticing point of like when I was grabbing the things at. Then I go into here and I look at everything. I notice what all the covers have in what they have in common, and then like what video styles they have in common as well too. And then I'm going to look in the first 3 clips. But as you can see, I'm not really diving into every single post. I'm kind of taking things that have multiple videos inside of here. So I'm not looking at a one-off thing because I have nothing to like compare it to. I'm just looking at things that have common patterns between the two things and seeing what both those have in common. DeJesus, real quick.
So would you say, like, once you have these all these posts inside this folder, are you now like just paying attention to what sticks out to you the most inside of here?
So I'm just trying again to, when I go inside of here after I figure out like the covers and stuff like that, what they all have in common, I'm just trying to find video styles and covers that have like that are common and similar, because I know those 2 variables are like, okay, they're similar, right? That way there's not gonna be too much variance. And I'm not gonna like try to compare this video with this video because they have nothing in common. I will compare this video with this video, right? Even though their covers aren't common, their first 3 clips are, right? And so I'll kind of base it off that because I need similar variables. That way I'm like, okay, cool. What is, again, if I'm taking from 2 or 3 data points, what are the common things that all of these guys share? And that has to be taken as core principle, right? Because everything's going to have like these little nuanced things. But like, again, if you take a study of like, let's say the top 100 bodybuilders, right, in the world, and you're like, okay, what are the common things they all share? You're going to get different things if you look at like maybe only one person in there. You're like, okay, he takes this steroid and this steroid, eats this meal and eats this vegetable. And then this person, they take a different steroid and they eat these different vegetables and they eat this. And instead, you just look at the whole. What do they all have encompassing? And like kind of like draw yourself out. Well, they all stick to a diet. They all do cardio. They all progressively overload. And they all focus on recovery and meal timing. Fuck, maybe there's some truth to that, right? Does that make sense, DeJesus?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Cool. So again, when I'm going through here, the easiest things obviously to spot are like covers. And like, I'll try to find like, okay, cool. Like this, let me see this one. Okay. This one, here we go. Okay. So this one and this one are pretty similar right here, right? Covers wise and action wise as well too. So from these 2, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What is like the most obvious thing that stands out to us about these videos?
How fast he's moving when he's banging a ball line and how clean it is.
The other one's not really moving that fast, right?
Clean first action.
Yes, there we go. Very good, right? Because again, like Javante, you're correct of like the quickness on this one, but again, this one doesn't share that. So okay, maybe that doesn't really matter that much. I think it still does, but I'm just trying to take core principles away of what I'm seeing. So yes, and what do you mean by clean first action overall?
It's like the drag down is smooth and not leaving chunks of hair.
100%. There's like, you see how clean that like baldness looks right there? There's nothing left over, right? So I know if I'm in like, what else do you notice about these 2 things? Like, and think even more basic than what you're even going with right now.
Daniel, I just thought debulking right off rip.
Yes.
The angle and the brightness.
Okay. What do you mean by angle?
It's like POV. It's like you're it's like the viewer's the motherfucker doing it.
Okay, good. What else about angle?
Straight on.
It's the same as him.
Okay, what like?
I
Okay,
I don't know, bro.
Okay, good. Who else thinks they can find a common pattern between the 2?
I think just jumping into the options. Sorry.
They're both using it too.
Say it one more time.
They both using it too.
What do you mean by that?
They're using a trimmer. They both using a trimmer.
Okay. Well, okay. Maybe might be thinking too basic, but correct, right? Using a trimmer. You said same tool. I thought you said they're both using a tool. I'm like, what? Tool. Got you. Okay. So yes, correct. Joseph,
The
what else?
action is right away.
Yes.
Like it's
100%.
going straight into the action.
100%, right? Look at both these, like it's like right away. 100%. What else?
You can clearly see something is happening.
Yeah, we already went over that. Who else?
Like on the first 3 seconds, like the angle stays the same. Like it don't jump. Like it stays the same.
Yeah, it's really smooth, like going from the cover into the video.
Yes, exactly. That's a good one. That I wasn't even thinking about that one, but that's 100% correct. Now, there's one more thing here that stands out to me, right? This is just what? Debulking or putting a bald guideline in, right? We can start from whatever part of the head to do a debulk guideline. Where are both these guys starting at?
The temple area.
Right at the temple, right? And they're working their way back. That's like another key. Okay, cool. If I want to do that, I start from right here and just boom, 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 right? Equally, let's talk about camera positioning, right? So if I'm going to do that action, where's the camera positioned at?
Pretty straight on, like either like right in, like straight forward or like right by the shoulder.
I would argue that. I think it's right behind the shoulder. Not like completely behind, but it's right behind, so you get a clear angle of being able to see that thing, right? Because if it's right at the shoulder, it's not going to look. You always want the trimmer going towards the camera, so you want to set just a little bit behind. Cool. Anything else that anybody else sees, or is also too? Now understand this. How much of the video do we fucking watch? Maybe 1.5 seconds. How many data points did we just learn in a 1.5 second video?
Shitload.
A fuck ton, right? Think about how much progress you just made on one action. That's why it's like when you're studying, you need to go that in depth on that one thing, right? Equally, you guys should be taking notes on this as well too, or watch the recording. Make sure you take notes on this because these are some fucking good keys for you guys to implement, right? Cordell's over there like, I'm already ahead of you, bro. Don't even trip. Facts. Cool.
Daniel.
Yes.
All right. So I remember you did this shit last time. When you had like the March packet, when you said you watch the first 3 seconds, you listen to the audio, you look at the angle, and then you'll have a skeleton of what you want to do. Now, when we have this fucking skeleton, and then I go and do these actions, it doesn't matter if I don't get a good result. I just got to keep putting up 100 shots and get 1% better each time, right?
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Like, this isn't really taking like what video type are we really taking from, right? Like a skeleton is from a video type. This is different. This studying is like your tool belt of what to put inside of that skeleton, right?
Yes.
Because you know actions, covers, right? Like we didn't even really go into video types whatsoever right here. This is like how you fill a video though. Because now here's the thing with this action right here. Does this even have to be the first action, or could this even be like the third action if we have a better first action? We're just stacking actions in our pockets now to build out the rest of the video. And this is how I built things out of like, okay, cool. I know if I need to do an action of debulking, let's say for instance, I had a client come in with this haircut right here. And I can do a big chop. That's my first action. Well, once I do that, he wants a bald fade. Well, what action can I do for a bald fade? Oh, this one bangs really well. Because here's the thing, boys and girls, right? Why would you not make every action clip in the video as strong as the first action clip? Why would it drop off? That's my belief. So it's like, if that's all I need to have is understand and learn how to create good first actions, the whole video is a good first action. And then guess what? The whole video is engaging as fuck. It's so simple, right? That's why I'm like, don't worry about watching the whole video. I only watch the whole video if I need to see the showcase. Maybe if I want to get some ideas on editing. But for majority of you, like, honestly, editing is not like, some of these videos are terribly edited, right? They're not like crazy edited like some of you guys are doing. It's just core principles. And I've told you guys about this in the program. First 3 clips, good covers. You get that dialed in, you build out a weapon case of that. You really just get the first clip in. The second clip is just another first clip. The third clip is just another first clip action. The fourth clip is just another first clip action. And that's how you keep the engagement all the way through, right? And everybody starts their video very differently. So you get a plethora of different options to look at, like, oh man, okay, cool. If I never need to do this action, I do this. And then guess what? You're never going to fucking struggle of like, what should I put as the first action? You're like, when I look at the haircut, I know exactly what first actions to do on the beard, this, and this. And it's like, what's my favorite one? That's it, right? Cool. Let's keep on taking a look at these things. So, what do we got here? Balding. That. Okay, so we got this thing, and I think there was another one all the way up here. This is gonna suck because this. I could have swore. Oh, maybe I was wrong. I thought there was another one like that. Oh well.
If you do like the unsave and then save it on both of them, it'll line them both up together.
Well, I thought there was another one, but I think that was the only one.
Oh.
Again, too, right? So what did we just learn from that last thing, right? First action right there, and then we have it again right here as well, too. This isn't even like a fade. It's just a, what's it called? Like a little burst taper, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I can even use this action on a burst taper, especially with like lots of grown out hair. So then you'll start seeing again, too, lots of things start to overlap. And you'll start seeing like how uncomplicated and how like there's like a few actions to take, and they're like kind of differentiated in different areas. And they're very simple, right? 30-second Edgar, balding. Okay, cool. Let's go over like, I think there was another one. So we have this one and this one. Let me go ahead. Let me do like your little thing, Dro. So remove from saved. I'm going to go ahead and save it again. Boop. And then I'm going to go here. Remove from save. Save again. And then let me look at this one. Remove from save. Save again. Even though it's not the same thing. Is there another design here? Nope. Nope. Okay, cool. So we have these two videos. Oh, not that one. We have these two videos right here. Boom and boop. Right? Both of these are showcases on the design. Now, what do we notice that both these have in common?
Starts off with the showcase being fire. I mean,
yes, like ridiculously fire, right? So that like what would that tell? I mean, again, too, maybe not everybody does designs, right? But for those of you that do designs, what would that tell you?
She got a fire design. Show that shit off first.
Show that shit off first, and like, look. Then it's like, okay, well, how do I like? Do I just only do that? No, you could do it in like a fucking tutorial right afterwards, right? And that gives you an option. This is just him doing bullshit work, right? And you could do like literally like say, let's say this is like the same client. You could literally do on the same client these two videos. One that's an after, and then going a tutorial, and then one just you of just doing the bullshit work, kind of like going over the trimmers. Two videos, both of them got, one got 46, one got 22K likes. Wouldn't you guys love two videos like that back to back to bang, huh? Pretty fucking fire. Cool. And look at that. We're probably about like maybe 35, almost 40 minutes in. And we probably kind of ran through almost everything in terms of commonalities, right? Okay, cool. So we got these two things right here. What do you notice about these two videos?
Barber and the client showcase.
Yep. Exactly. I don't know what I don't need to know what they're saying overall, but it's like, okay, cool. I know that's the comment. I know, of course, he does like a tutorial base right after this, right? Goes kind of step by step. And let me look at what he does. Same thing, right? Goes right into the haircut. So sometimes too, if you do a fucking fire haircut, you don't need to start it off with like an action clip like this, right? If there is no good, strong action and you just have a fucking fire cut like this or like this, just stand right behind them and be like, either like hold the clippers or twist their hair a little bit and then get on with it. Like, how crappy is this action? Look at this. How crappy is that? Hands in the way. There's no hair falling off, right? Uh-oh, 16K likes. Why? Right? Cover, first 3 clips. It's not like sometimes it's just that simple. This one, 109K likes. This is better actions overall. And he's kind of detailing it. But again, too, very fucking simple. That one, I don't know if we have another clip over comb like that. That's going to be a little interesting to do. No. Okay, never mind. It was this one right here. Boop. Remove from saved. Keep that back in there. Boop. So it was that guy. And then we had this guy right here as well, too. Remove from saved. Boop. Awesome. Cool. So this is going to be a fun one. This might be our last one before anything. So both these are sideburn clips, right? Let's take a look at these. What do these both have in common? Boop.
The cut's pretty much done already. It's just the taper left.
Cut's pretty much done already. Just the taper left. Absolutely. What else do you notice?
It's a POV shot.
POV. Absolutely.
Are they fucking doing a cut with a trimmer?
I think they're kind of
full taper with a trimmer.
Yeah, I think it's like he does like the fucking he just kind of freehanding it. Like
yeah, that's why it's fucking.
There was a challenge going around who could do a full taper with a clipper or with a trimmer.
It's impressive what he's doing.
Yeah.
What stood out too is that's still within the 3 to 5 seconds.
Say it again.
That's still within the 3 to 5 seconds. Like the full, like he's.
I think he fucked this one up
taper.
though. This one looks a little fucked up. He might have fucking wedge salad this bad boy one. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, and then you can click into somebody's profile like this. It's like, wow, one trick pony, but it fucking, oh my God, that's a wedge salad. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a high taper, I guess. I don't know, man. I'd be sketched the fuck out. Cool. All right. So, boys and girls, go ahead and one at a time. Biggest takeaways from that today.
Don't overthink. Keep it simple as fuck.
Keep it fucking simple. Like it's like legit to me right there. That was like what 50 minutes, well maybe like 45 minutes, right? 45 minutes of studying, right? I'm ready to fucking lock and load. I know exactly what I need to focus on content wise. I'm ready to rock. If I want to do it again, guess what? Right there, there's probably not that much like stuff that has common patterns. I would probably just go another 10 or 15 minutes of collecting another like 60 plus posts and then just doing that process again. Those my 2 hours studying right there. Man, I made so much progress. You do it every fucking day. Think how much better your content will be if you do that. And again,
So
too,
really
remember, it's all because we take from over 10K likes, right?
So basically what you were doing is that you were like once you got the volume, you started grouping up off of commonalities.
Yep.
And then broke those 1.5 seconds down.
Yep. It like if I can group them up by covers first, because like that way I don't have to watch the video, I will. And then I'll be all right, cool. Let me look into like which ones are the covers that like look the same, have like the same, start with the video the same overall. And then, you know, after that, if I kind of run out, then I'm just gonna go with like, okay, what are the first 3 clips are the same from there, right? I tried it like again too. At best, I want to have same cover, same first 3 clips. If I don't have that, then I'll just take first 3 clips as the same, right? Cool. Who else? Who else has like a big takeaway from this?
Don't be watching the whole video, man. I'll be doing that shit too much.
It doesn't make sense, right? There's no fucking like how many of you have been watching the fucking video this whole time are going to stop immediately? Oh, Mari, I knew it, right? I knew like I always know because when people are like, oh, I'm like studying, but like, oh, it's not working. I'm like, I already know you're doing you're overcomplicating this way too much, right? Simple, 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 right? Fire this thing off real quick. Who else? Who else has like a good takeaway point?
Look for the similarities.
Say it again.
Working in volume.
Working in volume, absolutely. Who said it's working in similarities?
Me.
Yeah,
just look for the similarities, not the differences.
And don't look too hard, right? it's not hard to just group. Like, I'm just basically like, group the red Skittles, group the green Skittles, group the purple Skittles, right? That's it.
Real quick, guys. So if you're a barber who's interested in scaling to 20, 30K per month, my company, again, to the New Era Barbering, has been working with barbers for the last 5 years, and we produce results on Australia, Canada, and also the US, as well as Dubai and some European countries like the UK as well too, to help grow and barber scale, get 50 to 100 new clients each and every single month. So if you're interested in learning how we do this, I'm going to add a link down below in the comments of this video for you to go and check out a little bit of our inside process, how we help barbers, and really what the main problem in your business is, so you can get some clarity on that. If you're interested in working with us, there'll be a link to book a call with us so we can take a look at your business and see if and how we can help you. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video.